In today's tech video, we're going to unbox it and give you guys a good look at it.
LG QNED80A.
Okay, so this is what the back side of it looks like. It's just laying face down. Here's another good look at just how thin this TV is from there to there. But this is where all the brains of the TV are. The ports on the back, you get a USB 1 right here, but also there's a USB 2 and 3. When it comes to the HDMI ports, that's what a lot of us will utilize. Right here is HDMI 1. There is your eARC HDMI. So if you are a gamer, that's where you're going to want to plug into right there. It's got a third HDMI hookup there. And then right there is a fourth HDMI. Also, it's got a spot for you to hook up your antenna if you're still doing that. Right there's your LAN port to hook up your Ethernet cable. A digital optical out. And then right here are an audio to hook up like some, it looks like it shows a picture of headphones. Here's a SBC only. So over here on this side is the power cable that is attached. Right there is the back portion plate where you mount the back portion. You get your Magic remote here. That's really popular when it comes to the LG models because it's got the pointer and the scroll wheel. You get your screws to mount the plate on. The name brand of the batteries is called Bexel. Okay, to put the base on, what you do is you'll get this thing set right in there like so. Let me give you a good look at this Magic remote here. The preset buttons that they've already got pre-installed is Netflix, Disney Plus. Right there brings up like your LG menu. It's got an Amazon Alexa button, LG channels, and then Prime videos. I just set off my Alexa device talking about it. Also, it's got your home button, mute button, microphone so you can talk into it. This is the profile of the remote. I mean, it's contoured so that way you can put so it holds really nice in your hand, your fingers underneath like that. But once you have the back base on, in order to keep it stabilized, you got to put on the metal plate. Now the way to do this is you got the front of it here, you just kind of angle it and then position it just like that. Now there are 3 screw holes here to keep a watch on, so you're going to want to align the plate so that those 3 holes match up there, then screw your screws right in here to stabilize that plate. Okay, I will be honest with you guys, LG did not make that easy to put those screws in there. So LG, if you watch this, you might want to improve the engineering on this and make those screws a little bit easier to get into there. You just constantly screw, and it's hard to find the hole on there. They don't match up very well, so be prepared to get a little frustrated. Position it. Ice and black. I wonder how long it's going to stay that way before my kids or myself end up touching the screen. But let's go ahead, plug it in, turn it on, and get it set up. Okay, so we want you to press the circle or press the button right here on this remote.
Okay, select installation method. All
right, so we're all paired up with the remote. It gives you an option to either do the installation method with the mobile device or a TV. I'm just going to do it right here on the TV. All right, so then you'll come to the terms and conditions screen. Just click next. I went ahead and select all. I mean, who actually reads all those terms and conditions, and then click more. All right, so here's where you would connect any of the things that you have connected to your TV normally, like a DVD player, maybe a Roku device, or anything that you would hook up with HDMI. You would then get it connected to your TV and then click next. Okay, so the only thing I hooked up was a Roku device. As soon as I did it, it automatically recognized that it was an HDMI 1 and it named it Roku. So if you are hooking up like a PlayStation or Xbox, you would then hook that up now. And it looks like my Magic Wand just got recognized on here. The Magic Mouse or whatever they call this. So that way you can scroll around and do it that way. All right, so if you do have a TV antenna, you can get it hooked up right here. And when you hook it up through your coax cable. I do not have it, so I'm just going to go ahead and click next. All right, so if you don't have a TV or if you don't have any kind of cable or antenna hookup, you just go, I don't have TV service, and then you click next there. You'll enter in your zip code, Why? I don't know why, but they ask for it. All right, so also, if you don't want to use the wand or the mouse on there, which, to be honest, I don't know that I'm a big fan of it. You can actually just go ahead and click down and use the regular remote while you're pushing in the buttons. I prefer that. You may prefer the mouse. It's all based on preference. Okay, here it asks you for the TV type, whether you would put it on a stand or if you have it wall mounted. I put mine on a stand. Okay, so you can see the sound difference there when you let the artificial intelligence take control there on the sound in the picture. It boosted the sound whenever I let it do the sound. I didn't really tell a difference on the picture quite yet. Okay, so if you have an LG account, this is where you would then sign in here. If you don't, you would then create one. Okay, next up, you'll come to this screen here. If you're wanting to install Prime Video or Sling, I'm not sure why LG only includes these right off the bat. Maybe they have some type of contracts with these two companies, but this is where you would sign into your Prime Video account and get it set up. Or if you have Sling, you would sign in here, and then it would do app installation. Okay, since I have Prime Video, install the Prime Video app. I don't have Sling. Went ahead and put it in there, and it's giving me the option to launch it or close. I'm going to go ahead and close so I can move on to the next step. This is what your main menu looks like. Again, the magic wand automatically comes on, but it does have, this is what the new WebOS that LG is offering now has. So if you look on the bottom, this is your home dashboard, connection guide. This is Apple AirPlay, where you would then connect your iPhone or your iPad or maybe even a Mac to your TV. This is a live TV input. This is where I have my Roku device hooked up to HDMI 1. Optical, this is if you hook up a sound bar or something to it. And then here's your user guide. Over here on the app list, this is some of the apps that come pre-installed. Comes with Netflix. I installed the Prime Video. It does have Disney Plus, Hulu, Sling, YouTube, Apple TV, and then some of these other like default apps. This is where you would probably go to get it in your other apps installed. Here's where you would have like an art gallery, sports alert, and then there's your settings. Up here is a trending now that has some suggested content for you to watch. There's The Chosen, which I kind of recommend. That's a pretty good show. Here's Discovery Plus. I was kind of wondering if the LG did have Discovery Plus, but right there it is. And then you just keep on going, and these are the trending now. Okay, scanning down a little bit further. Here is your LG channels that are free. Gives you some suggested. It's got history, ABC News Live, Film Rise, CBS News, Fox News. So it gives you a slew of content to pre-install if that's what you're wanting to watch, or I guess it's already installed, so you just click there and watch it. Here's for some of you shopaholics. Right here is some of the seasons on Amazon Prime, since I did connect it through, that it's recommending to watch. Here's some of your Apple TV programs. If you do have subscription to Apple TV, has that offered there. Here's some of the new releases. It's got the Apple TV logo on there. All right, and that's the bottom bar, so that you just scroll back up to go to the menu. All right, so just first glance at after hooking this thing up, going from a kind of a generic TV that was here on this dresser before to this TV, the first thing I did notice was the sound was incredibly loud for this TV compared to the other model that I had. And I think a lot of it does have to do with that that plate right there that projects the sound underneath the TV and then out to you. So it is loud. Just looking at it here on first glance, this is a nice looking TV. This is the OLED display. It's got a deep black to it, which I really like. I'll go ahead and put up the art gallery. First time launching it, you have to hit agree. All right, so if you're into art, you can go to masterpieces, and then right here they got like Monet, Van Gogh, and then some of your really popular artists. But let's say I kind of liked Monet. Here's a famous one, A Starry Night. Go ahead and click on that. And it gives you some ambient music with the look of a painting with a border on there. But yeah, just looking at it, it looks very cool. I like that it does switch to other paintings like that. So if you did want to have some type of let me go ahead and mute that. So in case you wanted to have different paintings that just flash around, if you have this set up in your living room, and you could just have that go on some type of a loop. But yeah, that's very cool. The picture quality, I know it might be kind of hard to judge right here on a YouTube video, but it is pristine clear. Like, it is a nice looking picture. Very impressed. I guess you get what you pay for whenever you are buying like an OLED versus something that is a little bit lower quality. But if you have the money, I think I would recommend getting one of these. Okay, so hopefully this video was helpful to you. I hope it was. This is the unboxing. I'm going to be releasing another video that'll do an actual review of it. And then I will do another video that'll probably be like a 3-month later video after owning it for a little while. But yeah, hopefully this video was helpful. If it was, go ahead and throw a thumbs up on it. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I make tech videos all the time, and I would love to have you back in the next one. Until then, take care.